To blockhead. Bring down a gauze pad, bandaging, and painkiller into the bunker, if you will.
Python! Escape.
For a second, yes, you did.
Sorry. What you doing?
Normal maintenance routines.
Nice. Looks really boring.
It can be, at times.
At times. There's times where it's not boring?
Usually that's when the issues are popping up.
Oh,
It's the mediocrity of ensuring our safety down here. Heard any news from any of the other outposts, or?
Yup, I mean, you can just check the updates for yourself. That running on and that pad next to the radio.
Things are quiet, then. Rather not poke any, wasp nests, I guess.
What? How do you... Good.
That's what he looks like under the mask. Just like everybody else.
You want your pain medication first, or you want me to get that gauze on there? All of it, or? Okay.
Pain is starting to lessen a little.
Wrench, I managed to vaccinate your blood and get the magic tech elements out of it, but I don't have any idea what I'm looking like. Yeah, no, it's just magic tech. Here's the file of the stuff I managed to get out of it, but I don't know what I'm looking at personally.
Thought you might know something, so.
I don't want to have any chance of identifying that immediately.
What kind of gear are we gonna need then?
We still have our researcher stuff on us, right? Stored away somewhere.
Yeah, it's in that back room upstairs.
With that microscope would probably help me with something. Well, I can store it in the research room.
It'll be difficult to identify specific traces of magitech improvements like this. Based on what I know, most of the items we come into our possession are a bit, there isn't exactly... Magitech only requires a battery that's supposed to charge something to draw, but it needs to have energy, specifically thus why it tends to pull from the user itself. There are ways to mitigate this, but you need to have the technology to use finer knowledge. Most of my knowledge is limited.
I just thought we might look into it so we can probably make mine or somebody's job
Your
easier.
best case scenario is to examine, maybe get someone with the same blood type and examine, cross-reference any irregularities you may find in its reading.
Is your blood type?
Shoot, we can pull it up later.
I still need to get mine tested.
I'd recommend doing it the same way across the board. Some will be more difficult to detect due to newer,
New glasses?
I guess, inferences.
To be fair, I've had
As
glasses
far as mazes,
I've
just
never
don't-
seen you with.
it
until recently. I haven't needed to use them.
considering I'm not killing any of the lethargic
Hmm.
effects anymore, it's probably
What's the story right now?
In
On the docket.
At the current moment, no, we haven't really gotten much news of anything. Right now, I'm mostly just mapping out territories that we know that some tigers have taken, some that they're stationed in, and in relation that those are with our territories at the moment.
Permanent effects, there has to be a longer period of time for
So far, the push from last Friday is our most recently known push of a large scale.
prosperity. However people work.
The oddball.
Yeah, we still haven't gone to retake
Mans
that
technically suffer
little
from
hole.
the same stuff that's in there, or
Hmm.
does she suffer from the break?
In time. That was the original objective from what we were supposed to do on Friday, but then the alert happened, so we couldn't exactly spare much manpower there.
But she would be suffering from some level of side effects, especially with the milestone she's reached in this point. Very few people
Armor. This is going to sound so another coming from me.
Until we can retake that frontline territory that we found Muerte in, right now I'm trying to see what we can do with what we have. I have a small team that's going to be assisting me with repairing the power system of the production facility we took from Granger. That way we can get more steel and possibly other weapons and equipment. That is going to take some time.
Mm-hmm. You think possible with the foothold they gained from that section of trench, they could mount an offensive to try and retake the instead of sending an attack here and having it fail again?
From what we have already, we already have multiple different platoons of Whispers stationed at the production facility to hold it. And while I know that he would want his production facility back, I would imagine that Granger already knows that it's going to be as hard, if not harder, than when we were taking the facility.
And they've been pretty bad at offenses that we have actually had a direct hand in opposing. They've had very bad track record of it, given every time they've attacked this place. So, also a different scenario when they're attacking into a place that has been refortified. They may have some information on interior, because they've built the building or owned it for a while, but the exterior defenses aren't something they have understanding of how to attack. Probably. So, they've at least attacked this place a few times. The of how the defense attack situation works. They can make battle plans for an attempt at success attacking here. There,
But yeah, so
it's as much information gathering as it is an actual attempt. And spending the resources on something like that might be too much. So,
will do.
you might not have to worry.
Get up on out of here and check on everyone else.
Then again,
Still.
they have done things that are rather
I'll take a look at it later tonight.
inexplainable actions before. So,
Hmm.
decide to
And I want to go in cold storage.
throw half their resources away attacking another place that we don't even know they're looking at for some random reason.
Stick in the research office.
As volatile and
Medical stuff, we can
unpredictable as Granger has been in some of his actions, he's still very much a tactician.
Yeah, I'll go take up there in a minute.
He wouldn't want to waste resources where he doesn't need to.
Sure.
Crimson, have you seen Ace
Yes.
this morning?
I think he's sleeping today. I don't think he
Alright.
or at all.
Hey, yo. Alright, back to the drawing board. Morning, Python.
Okay. We moved the prisoner people somewhere else, right?
We did.
Okay. I need to make sure I don't go near them. You all can trust my ability to have self-control, but I don't.
Trust me, there have been plenty of people who I've seen who could use a little touch-up on that skill set.
Yeah.
Are you alright, Chase?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Hmm.
It's just putting the thoughts together.
Crunching numbers, as it were.
Yeah.
How are you holding up?
Me?
Hmm?
I'm fine. Keep myself distracted from the negative thoughts with anything, everything I can do. So.
That does help, but try not to overdo it. Though I know me saying that is quite a pot kettle situation.
Yeah. I'm keeping track of myself. I joined like this social media app recently. So that was funny. Danger's on it. Bothered him a little bit.
I believe I know which one you're referring to. I also made an account.
What?
To be fair, the primary reason was to make sure that people are not being stupid.
Not sharing secrets. Yeah. That's fair.
Though it does help to get a different perspective. How are you doing?
Oh yeah, like
Not bad.
might do a sparring match with gems later today. If everything's not exploding at that time.
I see. Do either of you two need someone overseeing?
I don't know yet. We haven't tried to get anyone to yet.
I see.
You could probably convince Blockhead to keep an eye on you so she can get on the turret.
Lock it up higher.
Hmm.
I will. Oh, I'm gonna continue wandering around bothering people. Thumbs up.
How you doing?
Doing fine. Yourself?
That's good. Yeah, I'm doing.
How has he been? If you know.
Could be doing better. He could be doing better.
I can understand given the circumstances of the past few weeks.
Yeah.
I'll see about having a discussion with him when I can. Try not to overdo it on yourself, okay?
What do you mean?
I know
What do you mean?
the environment can be difficult, physically and mentally, on people.
It's been fine.
I'm just wanting to ensure that people aren't overdoing it.
I don't feel like I get out enough to be able to overdo it, to be honest.
Fair enough. Was there anything that you needed?
No, just checking in. We're gonna try to run good. I'll be going bother and wrench here in a second. That's about the same thing.
Fair enough.
As he runs away.
Well, he's sitting, so now's as good a time as any.
Exactly, yeah. How you doing?
I should not do that in these heels.
Why are you standing?
I believe so you could give me an extra 2 inches.
That's the way I said, why are you standing?
That's a good question. You sure you're doing okay? sure.
Are you doing okay?
Again, I've been doing better since last week.
Anything you need to do?
Say that again, sorry.
Anything you need to do?
Not currently. Most of it has just been idle, busy work.
Okay.
Isn't this a little precarious?
It's fine. It's fine.
Just making sure. What? You are trouble at times. I should probably get changed at the least. Actually, no, do the casual.
We should have done a superhero landing.
Is Chase still in the bunker?
I believe he's retired for the time being.
Fuck. Okay. Guess I can tell you this. Unless you're busy.
I'm not.
Let me pull it up on my phone. Damn, I knew I needed to talk to him today. So I went to the meet rank, spoke to Lucky. Lucky introduced me, well, I already knew him, but introduced me to Charles. Me and Charles talked about Daz, and he said he'd be willing to give him some kind of volunteer work just to see how he handles it. And that's after we do everything we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that option's on the table, but then we started talking about kind of what's been going on out here, and I told him a little bit about those people who are getting starved and such.
Right.
And he said, we got onto the topic of Cowboy and how he's trying to secure some underground tunnels or something. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, but he said he'd be willing to help Daz and Cowboy with that stuff if we don't kill, well, we kill, not, God, I'm trying to remember, I'm sorry. If we don't desecrate the corpses of 2 tigers and send him the location of where they fall.
That I don't believe is going to be possible. We can at the least stop them from desecrating a corpse, or I would like to hope that we can, but obviously that's depending on who it is. But with getting the location of it, it's only a matter of time that after the fact, if it would just be left unguarded, that it gets taken by the opposition. So we can't exactly guarantee anything.
He said, that's awesome, even if we send him the zone, and he'll, do his best to get over there. But, I mean, maybe we can get something out of it. He doesn't seem too dead set on it. But it was, I don't know the name of him. He said something about a pink ponytail with a British accent, and then somebody named Butcher, which I don't know.
The one with the ponytail, I believe I know who you're speaking to, but I'd need to verify. But if they're talking about a butcher, most likely they're talking about Bruce.
I brought up Bruce, and it wasn't Bruce. He said their name was Butcher. They're not a butcher. So, probably someone we don't even know about.
Sure.
Huh?
Is a influencer, like they do music and stuff like that.
Are they a tiger?
What?
Are they a tiger?
Oh yeah. I thought you guys said they were a tiger.
No. Well, I guess.
Barber shop.
Do you have a description of the person?
Yeah.
I was just about to head up to the tower to
We're
have
friends with
the fire smoking up there.
someone named Bubba, and I think they're also friends with Mother. Or were friends with Mother, or maybe still are. I don't know how that works.
They
got like a scar across their eye, and I say like blondish, like white hair.
If
I'll probably have a picture somewhere.
If it's who I think you're referring to, then it might be some time before we even see them out here. It's something that you would need to bring up with Chase either way, but I don't think we can make any promises about preserving a corpse.
Yeah. I told him maybe we can carry it back, and he said not to, so it seems like he literally just wants us to leave it there, not desecrate it, some other location, and that's our side of the deal. I mean, I'll talk with Chase about it, but that's all the info I have, so.
Hmm. Was there anything else that you needed?
No, that's it.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Where's Wrench?
Think he's in there still? I don't know, I never saw him come out.
You know, believe it or not, my cough is actually way better. If anything, it's mostly just my throat is scratchy.
Wrench to any available techie on standby. Make your way to the outside of the workshop.
Convenient.
Bring it home and put it in.
Alright, your ankle.
I'm gonna act like I know what I'm doing. Not actually.
You gonna stand in the background and pretend like you're not here and not listening,
I'm gonna
but
let
you
you
actually
guys
are
work
listening the
in
entire
peace.
time? Wait, he said outside the workshop, didn't he?
Yeah, he stepped back out.
I'm right now doing a survey of our generators, see if there are any fluctuations or any leakages across the base.
And
We
front
haven't
gate.
experienced.
Someone coming back with a tiger.
That's what you need to take. Can you go handle that?
Here's VV, let him in.
Trying to see if we have any
Okay, that makes it harder for me to... Never mind. You know, that's good. That's good. Hello? I found a tiger walking on the outskirts of the fob, and he is requesting a conversation with...
Has he been
Your
searched?
Majesty. Oui? He has no weapons, nothing, no explosives, but if you wish to do it yourself...
Queen's currently retired for the moment, so I'm the best that you have. Speak.
Or perhaps this is a matter of secrecy, no?
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably in your best interest to
He was babbling about this on the way here.
No, it's not meant for. No.
Fixer, help Vivi escort him up to the main building, second floor.
Got up. Forward.
Okay.
Come on. Okay, this is not a good thing. I did not think they were going to let you in the building, which means your likelihood of survival is going to be lessened because you're going to see the inside of the base, which means you might not make it out alive. But I'm counting your blessings.
We can stitch his
And I
eyes
will
shut.
put in a good word.
Have they been searched?
Oh.
They have.
Blindfold would be beneficial. Stop, stop, stop.
Cyberware and
Just
Oh.
all?
give him a TBI for amnesia.
That's what we need to double check.
Oh, never mind.
Fixer.
chance.
No, take up your meds. Oui?
Shut up for a reason.
I'll do it.
I'm missing a chance of getting out, so but that's not my goal to make. But,
There we go.
okay, now I have to guide you. This is going to be fun. Okay, are you ready?
I'll put my hand on his back, so I can go down. Keep moving.
You are in the safest hands you could be. I don't know.
We're gonna take him, cover him in fireworks, and throw him off. The
No
building.
ocular implants, no neuropart in the back.
Probably, yeah.
Mm.
Well, if we heard gunshots, no one would know.
What did she have to
That's
say?
what a master's law would look
Apparently, he was coming in wanting to discuss. Found with no weapons, no
They're all
equipment,
masses.
anything. Just the mask on his face.
Yeah.
Can be great.
Surprised he made it as far as he did.
Hmm.
Desperation makes people do weird things.
More referencing the
What if it's all fake skin?
heading into
Alright.
enemy lines.
Hmm.
He himself doesn't do that.
I
Surprised no one
can.
tried to execute him on the spot.
I can try and question him for what he knows, what he wants. In the meantime, we probably should establish a defensive perimeter, have scouts on watch,
She's got
make
like
sure
a
this
bunch
isn't
of
a trap.
fake skin on the front. I don't know.
I'll get
I'll
this
be
order.
applied.
Wrench to all base personnel, I'd recommend getting your gear and setting out around the base on patrols.
Stairs again.
I can try. You got this. One step. Two step. Three.
Okay.
4, 5. Look at you.
Okay.
You are like a toddler.
And then to your right.
Not the worst thing. That'd be cool.
To your right again, and more stairs.
You are like the smartest tiger I know.
And then to your right, and we'll be going through a doorway.
And then we could like sit them over here.
Slightly to your right.
Okay.
And then you'll find a chair in front of you.
Okay.
Sitting up.
He can keep the blindfold on.
Oui?
So, this will be your one and only opportunity to talk.
Can I get a glass of water?
We'll
That is
see
not a
whether
good opener.
we'll see whether or not your information is actually valuable enough.
Well, in the sole, the bottom part of my boot, there's a little piece of paper in there for you. If you wanna dig it out.
Wrench to base personnel, I want you securing and patrolling the base in pairs of 2.
I can do it.
Make sure each entrance to the base is secure and we have
You can do it
no
yourself.
visitors or guests.
If you think I'm gonna trust that easily, even with you when you have a blindfold on.
I don't know what.
5.
What do you? What do you
4.
You got a gun to you? Take
I know it's in my boot.
Then take off the boot and take out the paper.
We're gonna have to. Okay. No, I mean like
you're telling me you had a secret code in your boot?
You have to cut.
You lied to me.
Cut the bottom.
I trusted you.
No, why? It's not for you.
It could have been a bomb. That could be a bomb.
Yeah, it could have. It could be.
It still could be a bomb. Is it a bomb? You will tell me. Oui? Your silence disturbs me.
It's not a bomb. If it was a bomb,
you wouldn't know it would be a bomb before you would know, you know.
I'm looking at the paper. What am I seeing?
You are seeing coordinates to a location.
Where do these coordinates lead?
I was told to bring those here to the leaders over
By
here
who?
because Maz wants to speak.
Did you say what about?
Maz wants to speak. He's the guy of too much else.
Is that all
You
then?
should maybe
Or is there anything else that you need to explain?
You know, I
Five.
really think if there was
4.
I would be saying it.
3. 2.
No, you don't. You get your knife. You gotta stick to your guns.
Ignore
and
the
if-
shot that's
and
about
if,
to
and
go
if, and if,
off.
and if you don't know something that they're trying to give you, you know, you can't give them nothing that you don't have, and that's just how it is.
You're not the brightest bulb in the box, are you?
I've survived this all.
He was nice. He was very polite on the way here.
Take him to the cell with Greg for holding.
With Greg? The big man?
He'll keep him in check. If he knows what's good for him.
Come on, Aunt.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, he is not allowed to go?
No.
Come on.
Oh.
I tried.
I wanted to watch my show. Oh, God.
You're lucky to be alive, let alone
There should be a map in here. Message to Wrench. Come up to the meeting room when you can.
Base looks secure for the time being. People are posted up in towers and are on lookout and standby if anything goes down.
The only bit of information that he had was a set of grid coordinates and was saying that apparently Maz wanted to meet in these grid locations. I've pinpointed the location, but it's not exactly something that I'm willing to trust given the circumstances of the last week.
Did Johnson Tiger have anything else to offer up beyond that?
No, he seemed a little dim, for lack of a better word, but not a danger.
Dim?
Didn't know much other than the paper taped to the bottom of his shoe and that Maz wanted to talk. I just let them escort him to Greg's cell give him a bit of company for the time being until we decide what to properly do with him.
Is that a paper tied to the bottom of his shoe?
Mm.
Or taped?
Mm.
What did it say? Coordinates, I assume.
Yes, the grid coordinates.
Not exactly like Mass. Isn't a message like this.
At least I'd
Though.
say so. He's normally a lot more, direct, and would have shipped it alongside a dead whisper.
Though perhaps it was right to assume that she had some level of attachment to at least one of the people that we were able to get our hands on.
Maybe. She is, I guess, her and everyone else that she's allied with is desperate enough to keep him within their grasp. We really didn't have any other information to offer up?
Nope.
There's not a lot of incentive to go and meet her like this.
And who's to say the people that we send out there aren't just going to get captured or killed in retaliation?
Either one of us or both of us are gonna have to go out there. If she's wanting to meet. Especially if she wants Daz back. Are we going to entertain her then? No? It's a bit, early. I don't even know what we can get out of it.
Plus, there's so much on the table that we could deal with. Not even limiting to what other events happened on the base while we were carrying out our operation.
Useful if Queen or Chase were around. How do you want to play this then?
Hello?
Given the circumstances of it, we don't exactly have a lot of time sensitivity to properly scout out the place, ensure there's no traps. Though I'm not exactly willing to risk sending a full large squad out there for discussion.
You can always rig up a failsafe if she tries anything. If she's really out there about it, I guess.
I wanted to bring up that, I don't know, someone else to speak on behalf of the prisoner. I thought he was quite nice on the way here. He did not give me any trouble. Do you intend to kill him?
The reason why he's currently sitting in Greg's cage is because of that. If it was any other circumstance, he would be dead. But considering he was cooperative enough, he's being held there until we can properly discuss what we're going to do with him.
Does he know he was sent to die?
He did talk about that a little on the way here. He said if I killed him, I would only be doing him a service. I believe he is just a messenger boy, and I would let him go, but it is your decision.
I guess that begs the important question is who exactly do we have on site that's ready and able at the current moment?
I'm pretty sure most of us are injured from the attack on Friday.
Hmm.
I mean, if anything, I have the live map on my data pad. If I could get close enough, I could at least get an image of the area.
I've already cross-referenced the grid coordinates with the map.
For the time being, we may want to stew on it a little bit.
Hmm.
Maybe talk to Chase or Queen before we make any rash decisions.
Hmm. I agree.
If this early of a response was made, then she won't do anything rash while we're still in possession of him.
That's true.
I assume Mahler and Bruce attacked a base without the information that Daz was here.
Hmm.
It can be presumed, yeah.
If she doesn't want him dead, then if they try anything, then they're probably dead too. If they even care. But given the response I got from most of her tigers, most of them hold some sort of bond with Daz. Even though the guy tried to get himself killed most of the time.
I can verify that information as well, given the group of tigers, while inexperienced in some areas, were very, I wouldn't say patronizing, but they looked at him like he was a little brother, if anything.
I have to wonder which division heads we have on standby.
If Maz is willing to go into a form of negotiations, then I'd rather we have some sort of preparation ahead of time.
I'm sure Chase and Queen would see it differently.
On one side of the scale or the other, but it doesn't hurt to be prepared on our side in case. As for our, I guess, visitor, I don't even know what to do with him.
I'd say if I'm allowed to, just let him stew in the cage of Greg for a bit. For now.
I was going to suggest much the same.
He's not exactly, well, with Greg active and ready, he's not exactly gonna be able to squeeze out of there. Plus, I've been meaning to rig up a electrical fence around the cage to keep our more, hostile prisoners down to him.
Yeah, let him stew in there for a bit.
Maybe we can grill him for some more information on Maz's movements, or maybe the tiger's whereabouts right now. Just make sure Crimson's on the same page.
Right.
I'd rather not end up with a dead body to clean up in there just yet.
Of course.
I'll see if I can gather the rest of the division heads in the bunker. We can continue or gather them up here. We can discuss maybe what we want to get out of it.
Right.
Who are we having for security? Since Cyrus isn't around at the moment.
As I said before, while Cyrus isn't here, I'll be taking up security as needed.
Alright.
We don't have many personnel on standby, so we'll see.
Should I put the base off of alert for the time being?
For the time being, yes.
is that happening? I should probably.
It's very benign to use.
There you go. I stopped it from happening. Why are you in the ladder? In the fucking ladder? How do I get up? Yeah.
Unfortunately, the guy who's in the cave that you can just walk out of.
Is it not?
The bars of people who get them and then submit it to the bar.
All available members of security, make your way over to the cage.
Probably smells disgusting in there.
Probably. I'm gonna stand up here if that's okay. Jumping down will probably hurt like fuck.
Urge to all active members of security, report to the cage.
Security? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We're keeping our visitor in the cage alongside Greg for the time. There may be later interrogation we can subject him to, but for now, it'd be best for him to stay there for the time being until we have a better idea what to do with him. He's to remain preferably alive. No one should be trying to take pot shots at him or anything.
I presume the same thing that we're doing for our Cyan Hair friend. Keeping them alive.
Those two are more key in our operations.
Yeah, but we still don't want him to die just yet. Grey won't kill him, I think.
He doesn't get on his nerves, I guess. That guy has I guess, nerve of steel, maybe?
Nerves of
just ensure you communicate his presence to the rest of security.
Alright, we'll do. Oh, I'll especially inform Danger, so Danger's not enough going. Ready. Do you want to send a message to Security?
Branch to base personnel will be going off alert for the time being. All division heads and seconds report to the meeting room in the main building.
Make sure our prisoner doesn't get away from you.
Keep it your eye stays in.
Okay.
He's not to die though, so, you know.
How is intelligence
how goes operations with intelligence, I guess?
A message will go over to Tovin.
Mm.
Do you want me to handle the security message if you're going in a meeting?
It's going fine for the most part. Not too much going on at the moment, but we're keeping track of what we can over the map.
Rug.
I'll send out another word and just make sure people are keeping up and doing some things in intelligence and let me know what they're working on.
Just for note, if this is a private conversation, there are a couple people on the roof. They
message
might
goes back
try to
to
pass down.
So, no, I'll handle it.
As long as the doors are locked, they shouldn't really be able to intrude on
Message
anything.
back. Understood.
Taking care of their own business.
I think this is it for heads and seconds.
Haven't seen Ira in a second. Great. Keep it short then, Python, if you will.
The tiger in question that was brought in by Vivi brought only a few things of worth. A couple of grid coordinates and a message saying that Maz wanted to discuss something at these grid coordinates. Most likely, it's to discuss our current procurement of one of their more key members of her little inner circle that she has. At the current moment, our guest from today is being held in the cage with Greg, but more importantly, we need to decide what we're going to do with this meeting spot and how we are going to proceed. They should lead at about right here. This spot.
I'll be keeping them on me for the time in case someone tries to make their way out there on their own.
We're just gonna sink out there with like a bomb, and then when Maz shows up, we just blow it up.
One thing I want to know is how's the grid system look there? The power.
Unfortunately, we're not exactly known for using sense, and she's likely expecting myself, Queen, or Python.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's gonna want one of our leadership.
I'm assuming this has to do with our...
Don't we have
question?
Two?
Which one?
Yeah, we have two. There's the blue-haired one and then the purple-haired one. Daz and...
Nina and Daz.
What's the other one's name?
Nina.
Oh, okay.
Nina. We have Darren and Nina.
Daz.
But his name's Darren.
Oh, his real name's Darren.
He goes.
If I were to be a guessing man, it'd have to be Daz. Most of the tigers in her troops seem to hold some level of care for him. Thus, this
I'd say so, with that violet sky we ended up getting met with.
It's not exactly in Maz's routine to send someone alive here. Right now I'm waiting to see if Chase and Queen will be around so we can see what they have to say first before we act on anything. But for now, if we're gonna go into not a trap and maybe in negotiations if she wants Daz back. I'd rather know from what exactly we're lacking at the moment.
Well, until we go to the factory, we're lacking heavily on steel.
Yeah.
But the factory should fix that
medical as well, right?
Yeah, medical and repairs are our two lowest, supply stocks here, so. Last I checked, medical and repairs were like listed as equal, but we're both the lowest too.
Yeah. Right now, it's hard to make or repair anything with our low amount of steel. We've actually had a halt
Have we managed to salvage any of the synths that were taken out during Granger's attack?
I think there was a few that was scavengeable, but it obviously didn't give us a lot.
Good point of contention, but any manners and relating to replenishing our steel production will likely come from Granger, not Mass, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which is why we'll be setting up that factory.
Considering we
if do
torched
have
one
an
of her
idea.
ammo depots recently, she's probably suffering from it still.
We're at 70% on medical and repairs, and then food's at 75.
So we're not suffering for either.
Yeah, we're not suffering, but we're low, and then like special items like steel's in high demand. So.
If there's anything you want to request for divisions, then we can talk about it and maybe present it on the table. Otherwise, I don't know. I'd probably just ask for Mass to die on the spot, if anything.
I wouldn't want to exactly request anything, because wouldn't that mean just handing them back over after we put in all that work?
Who says we can't have her prepare the stuff in the first place and steal for ourselves?
Hmm.
And we'll be in
Should
one
probably
spot,
be
right?
prepped for that.
We could just play dumb and hand back the other one that was captured walking in. What's the deal with that? Yeah, Nina. Did we hit them?
Nina was kind of the attack that happened.
Oh, okay.
They just happened to be one of the ones we captured.
Again, this
We
is
just
under assumption.
play dumb and hand that one back.
Under assumption they want Daz back, not Nina.
They could want both.
Considering that Nina was rolling with Bruce and Mahler, I'd assume there'd be more response from either of those, not Daz.
Says she's fairly new.
I know, well, we know for a fact that Daz was well protected by them. Because any count of trying to attack Daz resulted in their retaliation full force. They'd stop what they were doing and come to attack you. They didn't want anything to happen.
The issue we have with Maz is we don't know the extent of her resources beyond what she's shown so far.
And we can't exactly trust her.
Don't know how widespread our forces are. We may have leads on a main base, considering the shit we saw the other week, but that's gonna take a
Tell
month
everyone
or
her
two
sword.
to take out.
Sorry, that was a bit of a joke, but
It's a possibility.
Her sword's not bad. Getting her disarmed of something that powerful wouldn't be a bad idea.
It's also one of the few things that's keeping her on the playing field with me, Ace, and Queen, probably.
Can say for a fact that sword sucks.
yeah, it took out two of my ribs.
Also depends if she's, I guess, connected to that thing. Whether she wants to give it up, willing or unwilling.
There's the chance it'd be useless to anyone else but her.
Well, yeah, but as long as she can't use it,
wouldn't
she's
go
not.
that far, but I get the point. Anything else? Because otherwise, then I'm probably just
I mean-
talk to Queen and Chase about it.
I wouldn't be against more medical supplies, but I'd rather not hand them over after we put in all that work. So.
Right.
It'd have to be like a pay in advance thing.
Maz used to work with the Federation. Maybe we can get some supplies from those wars?
Maybe. Old tech.
When I pulled up, we had Federation grade meta spray in the stock, so it'd be nice to get a lot of that shit.
I know we got a couple of stock from William, but I also know for whatever reason has Dia some Federation medtech a long time ago. It'd be worthwhile, maybe.
But at least the one thing we can remember is we have the upper hand on this deal. We have what she wants, and she definitely wants it desperately enough.
Just depends on how much we can stack the hand in our favor, then.
Yeah, if we try to overplay our hand, well, that never goes the right way.
Can always threaten him with a gun to the head. Not directly on sight. You can always do so through a monitor, broadcast, something like that. There's plenty enough guns spread around this base to pull that off.
We'd also have to make sure to do just do a lot of surveillance to make sure that the area she's picked isn't going to be a good ambush spot.
Has anyone seen Tin Man? Maybe we can fly a drone in there and do some like...
Tin Man's not gonna be around. He's taking his leave for the week.
I could attempt to surveil the area using what I can do, but he's got you-know-who surveilling it, then I'll get locked up.
Who's you-know-who?
Us.
Yeah. Pretty sure he locked me out from their fault.
Oz used to be their primary force of cybersecurity.
He's good. Give him that.
Right. Medical supplies, steel,
maybe some better weaponry on top of that.
I know we have very little in the Department of Electrical based stuff, so.
If Naz was able to get her hands on magic sword,
I wonder if she has anything more to play.
Get us one of those big scary robot things that you guys fought on the travel over here.
That's not hers.
Ah.
Besides, they haven't appeared on the front in a while. Not since we first got out here.
No, there was one that was deployed when we were taking the ammo depot.
No.
Was there?
Okay.
A Viper?
Yes, there was.
Shit.
I'd rather not touch that kind of tech for now. I'd rather not subject anyone to that. Considering the last time someone tried to crack one of their skulls open, they tried to off themselves.
Okay.
There's something along the lines of mimetic code.
Cool. Awesome.
Fucked. Nice.
Alright. I'll see what Chaser Queen has to discuss then with that. If you can think of anything else that could benefit us, either in the short run or maybe the long run, that'll do.
I mean, info on locations wouldn't hurt either. Maybe where they keep their other reserves of shit, so we can go raid it later.
That gives them time to
or make them waste
clear
time
it out.
and move it. Yeah, but they'd be wasting time doing that rather than fighting, yeah. That might get us like
that
some...
depends on the amount of forces they have. If they have enough forces, they can easily divert enough power to keep us
It's just
back
an idea,
while they
yeah.
move everything. Ideas don't hurt.
I guess I'll let you go for the time being, since there isn't much else to discuss.
I'll let you know if I come up with anything.
As I stated, I'm keeping the coordinates on my person in case someone tries to run interference ahead of time.
Yeah, that would suck. Okay, Python, have you been feeling better at all?
It's steadily been better.
You guys are
That's good.
dismissed if you want.
I had a question to ask when there was less people around.
Less people or less?
Unless you guys need anything, doors that way.
I'll let you know.
Do I need to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are people always so eager to usher others along?
That's a private conversation.
Accomplish
It's our
important
secret
work.
plans to take over the world.
Oh, oui.
Yeah.
World conquest is not on our agenda.
How is it going? How are you going to do it?
We were going to do it by mind control.
Oh, so exactly the same as Melius Mickey? I see.
Does he use mind control? I don't know much about him.
So, yeah, how do you think the tigers are doing what they're doing? You know, people are crazy enough to do what they do without a little bit of mind control.
We're gonna go out and kidnap people and replace them with synthetic copies of themselves. It's gonna be a one-to-one digitized copy of their brain. They won't even know that they're synthetic.
Where would we have access to that kind of technology?
It isn't
in our secret facility that no one knows about except me and Ranch.
That doesn't check out.
Rumor that we already do that? Isn't there a council member that does this?
Is it?
Oui?
I've never heard of this.
They're talking about strange.
Other count.
Oui?
That confuses me.
How is he doing?
Fine. Why isn't he dead yet?
He poses little to no threat and was cooperative enough. We're holding him in here for the time being. It's the most courtesy he is going to get so far.
Let's hope Greg didn't rip him too.
Greg will hopefully, no, not to kill him immediately. Is he still blindfolded?
Yes, he is. I feel like it should stay that way. Shouldn't it?
It can, but it's not exactly he's not exactly going to see much from inside of a cage.
Oh no, there's a lot of snow. This place feels pretty airy. I fear if the blindfold is removed, you'll have another reason to kill me. We should remove his blindfold.
I mean, oh no, he'll know that we have 3 trash cans. I don't exactly think that that's a matter of top secret
Maz's
security.
crew has already seen inside their base anyways, along with Ranger, and they've already seen in here anyways, but I just don't see the point of sparing him. He's one of Maz's students. He's been in Tigers for 6 years. His name's Shimmer.
Well, he's not exactly the brightest bulb in the box.
None of them are. Are any of them? Well, we killed them anyway.
Some are.
Just saying.
You'd be surprised.
You never get the chance to, talk to them. Usually they're trying to kill me first.
Well, this is a nice change of pace, isn't it?
It'd be nice if, we're all buddy-buddy and we get
I thought there was a thing going on today. Unless it was just that. I thought there was more going on today. Unless that's about to happen, like, now. Watch it happens now. So many things we could ask for.
Maz aside, we may want to refocus on targeting one of Granger's depots, if I'm going to be honest. This steel shortage.
That, and I'm sure that Chase is eager to retake the frontline territory that was claimed when he was sent out.
That's going to be an issue of itself. From the reports, Granger was using amassing synth. We have our means to combat it through Greg, sure, but the issue is what happens if we have to deal with GG, Bale, or Granger himself out there. We don't have means of combating synths actively.
With Bale, a lot of his... with the combat data that we've been able to see from others on the field, Bale is pure raw strength. That is more of a matter of when we can handle it, but Gigi is an entirely different issue. She adapts to others' fighting style, and if I'm to assume correctly from the operations from the factory prior, was uploading this combat data to more of Granger's units. The longer that she remains functional, the harder it can be for us in the long run.
The issue that persists, we can't exactly weaponize electrical means. I assume Granger's probably kitted himself out with EMP resistant plating at this point. He's had ample enough time to prepare. And Maz seems to, utilize that sort of weaponry against us on a common basis.
That I've
Daily
noticed.
basis at this point, so there'd be no point in doing that.
If she used that kind of stuff on you, me, or Queen, then we're kind of stuck in the water.
Right.
Maybe we could use something like a disruption device instead. Rather than trying to shut down any electrical systems or try to interfere them, interfere with them. Send them on the fritz, make them go haywire.
Possibly.
We can't exactly tune it to be specific without knowing signatures.
Wavelengths, frequencies, whatever the fuck you want to call it. There's plenty of old tech that we could probably rig up something for it. Whether it's in here or buried out there in the industrial sector. The means of electrical and thermal weaponry seem to cut through fast, but Bale's the real issue. We don't have anyone that can take him down mano-a-mano, barring Grag, and I don't know. And the mech would probably be able to take him apart, but that's assuming Granger doesn't send out another legion of construction mechs himself. Maybe not as capable as the Fed mech they have, but still enough to put ours out of commission for a while. We don't have much access to explosives at the moment. Unless something's big enough, you can't exactly make it blast resistant. That could work, actually. I do have a grenade launcher. I pulled off a G a while back. Maybe I have one grenade to feed it. Flames wouldn't do all that much to synth metal. The only people I see being effective against Bale would be those who possess Magitech. That's our one ace in the hole, to put it one way.
Right. But a lot of it is few and far between, and the applications are
A message
mixed.
will go to Wrench. Just so you're aware, Crown's awake.
I'd rather not pawn off the elimination of a lieutenant on another faction, such as the Bad Bastion. As sweet as that would be, it'd be better for people here to experience things like that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm unsure if they would be able to take care of it.
If half of them are as good as Crown, maybe they'd be able to take care of it.
So far, though, I'm not impressed.
Even on our operation, we were the ones who did a majority of the work. They were more there as backup. Even though we were supposed to be the
only one that
backup.
was capable of holding off Maz. Whether it's due to his extreme size or, I guess, combat experience is up to him. You think there's a chance there's a research facility somewhere out there that Granger utilized to develop both Gigi and Bale?
Potentially, if they didn't do it in their backlines location.
There's Granger's airship to combat with. If we were to gauge it in open combat, you'd probably be able to take it down. Not without extensive damage, though.
And
we don't exactly have the same shielding as Heejin dropships do.
Right, and more than likely, if I were to do any proper damage to it, it would be with the engine systems, and most likely he has that heavily fortified.
From the updates I've gotten from Jitters and Sylvie, our mortar system should be coming online soon. So we don't have to risk any mortars or general airstrikes in the vicinity of the Iron Throne. Meaning we'll have space to actually operate. I guess that doubly goes for us if we want to shoot mortars out of the base, though. Too many issues with not enough solutions.
I suppose that's only exemplified out here, as opposed to back home.
The front oil was originally meant to be the Hollows fight, but we retreated. Because we had to deal with the other side of the border. Frank, William, Leviathan, CC.
Right.
With all of them gone and taken out, they've had time to build their numbers here, build their forces. Sure, we have benefits such as this base and Queen Bones, but it's barely... feels like it's barely making a dent sometimes, with the amount of opposition we have to deal with. We don't have any of them on a chokehold either. The best way to operate would maybe be cutting off their supply chain. Maybe destroying a couple of trade routes on their side.
Possibly.
That requires an abundance of information.
The only main lead we could go off of is that one supply depot that you went out to go assist with. Possibly leading
That
off
place
any...
is way too big.
Yes.
We have to launch a siege against it. Or
Against...
take it out.
Against it, yes, but anything coming in and out of that is a different story. A lot of their main exporting routes that I was able to see from when we were coming to pick you up was through trains, railways, possibly leading to other connections through that.
If we choose to make an attack there, my issue comes when there's a rapid response made. There was some sort of airship in the area that I didn't catch any sight on. And I'm assuming funnel Maz into the area.
Most likely.
There's plenty of munitions and ammo and supplies there.
And if we were to...
I think Knight was able to fashion together a makeshift C4 pack. There are tanks on standby, it's just crawling with tigers.
And even if we were to make a proper hit into it by attacking, say, its power system, we'd more than likely have to go into the underground part of the facility.
Which we don't even know the layout or if it even exists. Who knows what we'd find down there even. We don't run into another dark zone. I think if we're gonna have any chance, we need to pick a focal point. Well, I guess we have chosen Maz. The issue is we can't ignore Granger either.
No, and we shouldn't intend to.
You've got a decent hold on Maz for now, with Daz's influence, however long that lasts. For Granger, we don't really have anything.
The closest that we could get to anything as to hitting some sort of key point is to use the railways from his production facility that we were able to acquire. But even then, there's no way of telling exactly where it leads.
The only thing we really have with Granger is, what, code, sense of honor, whatever it is.
He's a lot more tactical with his means, if only by some margin.
And he's willing to negotiate it, and not just throw everything to the wind. Which makes him more of a pain to deal with. I know I've spoken about making a foray out into the our side of the front lines and exploring it fully, but even I don't have the resources to gather that much information. Even if we stumble on something worthwhile checking into. Most of my resources stem outside of the front lines. Any form of tracker would probably be a bust at this point.
just too much to think about out here. The most we can do right now is just work with what we have, I guess. I can't even think of any plans to make with our lack of information to work with.
That is the crux of the problem. Information.
Especially considering we've extracted... I'll talk about it later, I guess. For now, we can just... All we can really do is plan. To do with the tigers in our midst, and what exactly Maz is wanting out of this.
No idea I had. But the topic of being low on medical, that little residential area, typically they have like pharmacies and shit.
From what I know, most of the residential sector has been scouted out. Whether it's been fully or not. You can maybe send, if you want to gather a couple of scouts, feel free to.
Like, now?
Yeah, now. We have time to expend on it.
Okay. Industrial? Like across the street from it, off of it still?
So long as you don't go in there alone or around.
Of course.
Otherwise, feel free to foray and maybe bring something worthwhile back. If there's anything, maybe a Federation generation, Fed War generation, eventually, we might be able to use it in a future endeavor of grandeur.
I'll get some people together.
So many things, so little time.
still awake down there?
Hmm.
Mind if we talk real quick?
Can I make a small note before you guys begin?
Yep.
Python, I'm just letting you know who's leaving. It's gonna be me, Riff, Talon, and Pyro.
Hmm. Do you try and
I
keep in
told them we shouldn't be
contact?
out for more than... Yep, I told them we shouldn't be out for more than like 30 to 45 minutes.
Right.
After this is done, I'll head back up to the gate. Keep an eye out.
What did you need to speak about?
You know, I know you probably had this a lot over the last week, but you actually really had me worried on Wednesday.
My intention was not to cause worry.
I know. It's just... I was angry at you to start with because of the fact that... I remember a while back when I wasn't exactly feeling the greatest, you always said that I could go to you about stuff if I needed to. I feel fucking horrible for not being able to help. I know it's fucking magic tech related, but you know the same as your... No, I was gonna say, you know it's the same way around, but reversed, right? You can talk to me as well.
And I appreciate that. Unfortunately, not everyone here is exactly equipped to handle Magitech, let alone the ones that myself, Tin, and Ace possess.
Yeah, I'm still trying to work out what the fuck is happening to 10.
His has always been the most confusing out of the three. We still don't fully know much about it, but we're still learning.
I had a weird theory a while back, but from what I saw on Wednesday with his different arm, I don't know if that theory still holds up now. My original thought was... I don't know too much about Tin's past or anything like that, but my original theory was something along the lines of, what if this wasn't Tin's original body?
It's a plausible theory, but I'm not so certain.
The only reason I'm thinking that is, or was thinking that I should say, is because of the fact that the stuff that is being installed into him after he uses the Magitech and has the... I've just been calling it the glitch, because that's what it looks like. When that happens, sometimes he gets given a cybernetic that is... hell. I think in sometimes older than me. I've had to pore over my notes and my dad's notes and everything to try and look for it.
It's certain.
But...
It makes sense. Both of his eyes, they were completely different at a time, but since he got the Magitech, it's changed, most likely through uses through it in some capacity. Not to mention his hand.
Problem is, this time it was very fucking different. That wasn't a cybernetic that came off his arm. It was... The best way I can describe it is someone who doesn't really know what they're doing is trying to build a cybernetic from scratch using junk pieces that they could find around the area. I couldn't even call it a cybernetic in the state that it was in.
Strange.
It also... The best way I can describe it, it also looked like it had some sort of... It had some sort of like gasoline accelerant type substance in it as well.
I'm afraid the only way we would be able to properly investigate any theories would be whenever Tin's ready to do his investigations. When the time is right, I suppose.
I honestly hope for his sake, sooner rather than later.
I agree. Most likely I will need to take away my attention from some of the responsibilities here to help look into that.
Makes sense.
Ow.
I mean, I've already said to Tin that if he needs help with it, I'll go along, but obviously I don't have as much deep dive experience as the rest of you.
And with what we've already experienced, it could be very dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, hell, fighting off fucking Kijin was bad enough. I'll go head up to the gate. Keep an eye on when that group gets back.
Do try and rest when you can. You went through a lot last week.
By the looks of it, so did you. So please do the same.
I'm getting by.
Is getting by and being okay, they're two separate things, Python.
I'm aware.
I'll get on comms if anything happens.
I fear most likely that I won't be able to rest for very long, depending on the condition of the group getting back.
I'm not going out far.
I'm aware. There's still always the possibility, though.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
If you need to, you can go and rest.
If you need to go to bed. You need to go to bed.
Try and get some rest then. I love you too.
I'm so sleepy.
but unfortunately.
You want to bandage me
I'll
too?
bandage myself.
Sure.
Did you not do the medical
Basic
training?
medical
Because I haven't
training,
done
so.
it. Okay, it's just so that I go into the medical
My
bay and do it.
face.
No.
It hurts and bruised
I
and my
can
nose
tell.
hurts.
Still very pretty.
Well,
Not
a bit
as,
of a spa between
Vanessa's
Crown and VV.
Mm.
I don't know how much you saw.
I don't
Not
care
much. I was in the
testing or
bunker.
anything, and I wouldn't want you to waste your
He was going fine.
painkillers or...
And then he got upset when she bit him.
Mm.
You know how many germs human saliva has?
A lot.
Ah.
A lot.
Don't say it out loud. I don't... I should wash out my mouth, honestly.
More people lose limbs from human bites than they do animal bites.
Mm.
There's a bandage just laying out, so I just grabbed and used that, and I
You need to bathe?
clean it with water. Bathe?
You probably want to use some antiseptic for that.
I did. Yeah, I just grabbed one of the old bottles and threw it and used it.
You didn't like just pour the whole fucking bottle on your arm, right?
No. I know how to do basic medical. Why else? How the fuck else would I be out there?
Most people have a medic for that.
Yeah, we have Jester, but he's not here right now. He's sleeping, so. But I know enough. I'm not that fucking bitch bit me.
And you should make sure you don't lose an arm, alright?
Oh yeah, my arm's gonna fall off because of that bite. Yeah.
I'm
I'm
gonna
infected. I turn into a zombie.
That'd be interesting.
Gotta put him down,
That's the
we gotta
next
put
thing
him
we know.
down.
Kind of feels like we already go up against zombies at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I fucking heard about and saw the fucking shit that happened Fridays.
Yeah, it kind of feels like zombies already at this point. I haven't fought them yet. I count myself lucky. I haven't fought any of them yet. Oh no, I actually did. Thank you. No, there was also the other ones with the goggles on and stuff.
Oh, I didn't see those ones.
They had Whisper logos on them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I should be defending the bunker by myself.
Goodbye.
They kept saying something about being hungry and then came after us.
They have been using captured whispers as a form of infantry. It's not exactly uncommon.
I presume it's something like torture, mental torture. Not feeding
most
them and then
likely.
feeding them something like human meat, probably. Keep them wanting more.
We thought their main means of doing this was the radio broadcasts that we since took down, but
something being said about that.
seems they got other methods.
They probably have a ton of them. Or maybe a bigger one that we have to find.
Just makes things more tricky.
Yeah. I feel like Farouk has to go deal with that.
It'll be probably whoever's available for the day.
Yeah.
And that is also when we find it, if there is one.
Hopefully we find one and it's already been destroyed.
Well, if it's already been destroyed, then we wouldn't be dealing with them right now, would we?
No, I'm saying by the time we find it. I get it. We can dream. We can hope.
I hope it's not destroyed, because typically sometimes they have locations of other ones if they have more.
There.
Information's always key factor in war.
Hi.
Hello?
Hello.
My face hurts.
That looks like it's gonna bruise.
It does.
I almost beat my tongue. So, what are we talking about?
The brainwash whispers that were used to attack the fob. How many facilities do you think they have for that?
How many what?
Facilities.
Places they have facilities.
More than one? Given, I think, from what reports were of previous missions, we took one out already. More than likely we have one or two others.
Probably won't look at
facilities for making them, but facilities for holding them.
I may go lay down.
Alrighty, rest well, baby.
I will see you later. Bye-bye.
Hades had taken one prisoner. I don't know what happened to it.
More than likely something that I'll need to question him about at a later date.
Find out where it went.
Hmm.
Anything you can tell me about our visitor, or
The one in the cage? Or...
oh, he's still. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll stay away from there then.
Greg is more than enough security at the moment, but we still have security keeping an eye out just in case.
Yeah. I'm just gonna stay away from him so that I don't do anything.
Wise idea.
Yeah. So that's it. Nothing about specifics.
Not the brightest bulb in the box.
Well, he had a note, apparently. Also, probably why he was sent suspended.
Most likely. And more than likely, we're not exactly going to keep him around for very long, whether that's him dying or otherwise.
Yeah. I'm sure everyone's on the bandwagon of wanting to be the one to do it. So. Not everyone, but figures.
Right.
Do what you're gonna have to do. That means killing a guy, then kill a guy.
What it should be. If we keep him around, he becomes a prisoner of war, and then we can't really just execute him. Else that goes against code rules and stuff. So.
I don't think we're following very many of those rules.
Neither is our
I
opposition.
am very aware.
I mean, we're a gang. We're not like.
We're not exactly a governing
Soldiers.
body. We don't exactly have to follow Geneva Conventions. I mean, they certainly haven't.
But it's Geneva suggestions.
And that's why, they should be good. Because
They're not all as bad.
I don't think
you know,
calling
considering
them.
that-
Or not.
I don't think calling them suggestions is exactly in good taste.
It's not.
I didn't appreciate
Rules
a
of
joke.
war
Oh. You mean like the Geneva Convention type shit?
Yeah, things that are in place to maintain the humanity of both sides while they are fighting. It's human immoral to go against the convention. To do so is wrong.
Isn't there a rule in the Geneva Convention about not taking ammo or weapon off of an enemy and using it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if they're dead. If they're alive, you can. So if you take them prisoner, you're allowed to take their equipment. But then you're not allowed to kill them. Because they are a prisoner and should be treated like a person, and not tortured, maimed, or killed without just cause.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't think anyone follows that one.
No, they don't. So, some of them are whatever. I'll shrug. But you know, there are some that are in place so that we don't turn into savages. So I will quite actively try and stick to those. Despite
Right.
Where did Blockhead and everyone go?
They went to search the industrial sector that's nearby. Or not industrial, residential.
So we're down the road and to the left.
Where the dinosaur head and the eye. Yeah. Are they opening up that one shop that was welded shut?
I don't know, but that's probably what they're there to do. See if they can't find anything else. Oh, we should set up some cameras in that area, if we don't already have any.
That would be a good idea.
That might work.
Cameras in the, industrial area too.
Yeah, that one's a little. Yeah. I mean, we're going to, but like, we gotta make them a little less noticeable. You know what I mean?
I mean, they shouldn't be noticeable in general, because then the enemies will attack them. But also, if camera feeds just start cutting out because the cameras are destroyed, you know enemies are there anyway.
Yeah.
You don't know what they are or what they look like, but you know they're there, and that's enough warning.
Yeah, we gotta be careful though. I don't want to give enemies access to cameras that could give them any information on us either, though.
Then, make it streaming cameras. A live feed streamed to a device instead of like a two-way thing, it's a one-way. That's a thing you can do, right?
Yeah, is a thing that's possible.
Still can get hacked.
Yeah, but it's not like it's a connected network if it's hacked at that.
I mean, that was the plan anyway. I wasn't gonna have to connect to anything here. But I'd have to set up servers out there to actually work it if we're not using the grid here, so.
This all just reminds me of the stupid fucking stealth mission combat sims that I had to run. I hated them so much.
Stealth,
You get
unfortunately,
spotted for half
is necessary.
I know, but they're annoying because it's like you get spotted for half a second, and it's just like, all right, well, you fail, restart. So, like, there's no trying to re-enter stealth or anything, or deal with the person who spotted you. Even if you're up on a roof of a 6-story building alone with a guy, if he spots you, that's it. Really stupid. Or if you've gone through and killed everyone except for the one enemy at the end, around and spot you, that also counts as losing, even though he's the only guy alive. hate it. Awful.
Unfortunately, that could be the case outside of a training scenario, so best not to be caught at all, I suppose.
I'm gonna put a message block. Let's see how it's going out there.
Hmm.
Good idea.
A message is sent out to Blockhead asking how it's going out there. Alright.
Message back. All good. Got our ass kicked by some doors. Riff is seeing things coming back.
Hmm?
Riff is apparently seeing things. I guess that would probably be Scramble. And they got their ass kicked by doors.
They got their ass kicked by doors. You know what? I'm not
I presume they couldn't
surprised.
open them. And maybe it fell on them or something. I don't know.
I imagine it probably fell on top of them.
They'll explain it. They're coming back. Especially since Riff's being chased by Scrungle, they don't really have a choice. That area is kind of enclosed, so they need to get him out of there.
Oh, we should probably get fixers already over there.
Yep, they have all the people they need. And Fixer's already at the gate. We can't really help Riff except for just let him keep running around. So
Yeah.
Speaking of,
stay out of his way and let him do his thing.
and that's another thing entirely.
And S is here.
I wonder if they're here for their book back.
Probably.
Probably.
Me?
I did not show up like I planned to, but I was caught up with things.
It gave me more time to read it several times over. Very good.
Did you like it? Would you like to hear ebook, Python?
I'm sorry, the what?
The Yuri book. I've been learning many things.
They've been giving it to several Whisperers.
Oh.
You're gonna have to give it back, though. It's not mine.
I'll be fine, thank you.
You're lost. I was out there with them, and now he's running away from something.
That's... yeah.
Go.
He's chasing it?
Is he okay?
Just maybe keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't run outside the base.
We got medical supplies, and we tried to open one of the shops, and none of us could get the door open. Even
So what happened with getting beat up by a door?
They got beat up by the door. They slammed into it, and
Actually,
I can't believe you lost to a
it
door.
didn't budge.
even if I couldn't open it, I don't know what's behind that door.
That's crazy. You lost to a door. I'm
I
gonna
have a
remember
little-
that.
Yes, I have a little latch right here.
I wouldn't lose to you,
If I
though.
pop the latch open, I can take the sheath off, and I can
Well, no, unless
cut
you try,
people.
but I'm not trying.
Typically I don't, because I just want to knock them out.
You look injured. Whenever you get better.
I got very confused. It looked very strange.
No, I feel about
I know
as
why.
tough as I can be. It's just
You thought it was just a really thick, flat blade?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
did
you should
know
do the other thing.
This is actually made specifically
Did
by
you see?
Granger. It has a
That's one of
twister
Granger's
embedded
swords.
underneath the latch, and I couldn't get the sheath off. It actually has some kind of latent magic power in it, and I've been trying to attune to it so I can get it open.
I don't trust that.
I can't believe you're believing.
Oh my god. I was trying to attune to it. Why'd you do that?
I don't know if it's magical or not.
Get yourself
I don't understand.
The sword's not magical. It's Granger. It's all for other Granger bots.
Oh,
Yes, that's why you recognize it.
If a lot of Granger
How
bots had a magical sword, they
well
could do
do you
some
know
crazy
how
shit.
to
They'd be
use
doing it
that?
all the time.
Oh, first time I used it, I knocked somebody out.
Do you need assistance?
I couldn't use the spear. That'd be nice.
I can help. I use a sword of a similar blade, of a similar length, so. You wanna go?
I'll take any help necessary.
You wanna go learn sword stuff?
Right now?
Yes, right now.
I'm gonna
Offers a
go.
better time.
Maybe in the future. I'm gonna go offload all the medical supplies we just found. We found a pharmacy.
Yeah.
Most of it was
Alright,
spelled or
okay,
expired
there you go.
though, so it's in the system.
Well,
Yeah, we.
Yeah, let's go
we
get our
found
check
fucking
over.
all.
we gotta make sure it's not.
Find me
Long time no
at some
see.
point. Hello.
Saw you up on the roof while I was up in the tower.
Where did he go?
I'm doing it now. If all my limbs snapped, then I don't know. Wish me luck.
Don't do it! Not now! Don't do it!
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
What are you doing exactly?
He's putting a song on. This guy's gonna get scrolled because he wants to listen to a song because it suggested it. I can check
I have my song.
There are some that are useful.
Am I on the run or just a head or tail?
Oh. What are you doing?
He's the one with the edge.
Wait a minute, it's up to you to decide. I don't care either way. I knew it was coming, so.
Oh, is he?
He's been chilling in the basement. Shit.
Is there somebody else fourth-dimensionally here that none of us can see?
I'm not
Because I can even see
sure.
in fourth-dimensionally.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
See. What is he?
Wanna go sit in the bar for a bit?
Anything else to do right now? I fought gems already, and I'm.
Nope, not there.
Which is specifically doing surgeries. Hey Pookie, we need to talk to you for something. Privately, wherever you want to do that.
In the
We can do
main
it in
building
his
is fine.
office, so.
Yeah, it's just the thing that I use in front of my face. I can feel like the glue
Oh.
used on the
Mm-hmm.
just to hold the what's it called? Basically, the thing they use to hold the phone screens in place is starting to slip, and I'm thinking about having to fix that. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
So, Gems, remember how he got kidnapped for a little bit?
Right.
He told me that he was fed some of Maz's body, which is bad because that's Kuru, confirmed. Gems has been showing the very early signs of Kuru. And I was thinking, what if we went in and cut up the parts that have Kuru and replace it with cybernetics?
The issue with that is he only has 25% of an organic brain, which means the Kuru will take effect a lot quicker than it would probably in most people.
And
eat up whatever's
replacement
left.
wouldn't really be possible, but totally not a great idea.
I don't know if it's a great idea. It could be stupid, could be nothing. But Granger works on a lot of synthetics. Granger works a lot with cybernetics and such like that. There's the chance that he might have some notes that allow us to further implement something that could allow us to cut more out of Gem's brain, anything that's infected with the Kuru, and replace it, but we would need his notes. And that's not even saying 100% that Granger would have the notes we're looking for to replace those parts. But I don't know a lot about brain cybernetics, and without going out and looking somewhere else outside of District Zero or to another Ripperdoc, I don't think we have much of a chance of replacing what's left.
And we can't
without
get him
potentially
out of
killing
District
Gems.
Zero.
Yeah, and we can't even leave District Zero with him, so we have to do this in-house.
Right.
So I'm thinking if we can somehow get a hold of Granger's notes, then maybe there'd be something in there that could help us.
It's not a terrible idea, but again, it's a matter of if he has the knowledge of that written down somewhere.
Yeah.
And if
I
he
presume
does, more than likely it's
Hey, Vexor, get
deeper
your ass back into the
behind
training area.
deeper enemy lines.
Right.
Really quickly, please.
I'm just, I don't have a ton of ideas, but what can I help with Kuru, especially if it's already started to show signs? That means it's already eating away.
Right.
Of what little he has left. And that means
He
we
still
have
has
very
his
little time.
Sanity, but it seems in high tenseful, stressful situations, he kind of breaks out in fits of laughter.
Try.
Not a good thing.
Try and just keep an eye on him, not fully directly, just have someone.
Yeah, I've been.
Just keep a close eye on him. The last thing that we want, especially with some of the connections that he has, is for something to break out because it's already too late.
I also hate, for he does go full insane, and he's got. That's probably a bad combo.
If we don't do anything, the Kuru will kill him.
Yeah, but if he
And
goes
we don't even-
insane and decides to
Yeah.
Well,
so far he can't do it. So let's hope that even if he goes insane, he still can't do it.
Let's just hope he doesn't go insane.
I'm agreeing.
But it's better to prepare for worst.
But I wanted to talk to you and see if I couldn't look for something. See what I can find for Granger's facilities. Maybe using, if he has anything at the current facility, maybe that could give us clue to where he might have something like that. Some sort of location where he stores things. Maybe we could hit something, have a small crew do it. I know it's further into the line, so we'd have to, it'd be dangerous and shit, but we could take something and go out there knowing that there's a chance of not coming back. But if we don't do it, if we don't do anything, Gems dies.
Right.
The meeting we had like an hour ago. Get some info through that about.
That's if she would have any information on any of Granger's facilities that would even have an inkling of an idea. And I imagine that Granger is a lot more tactful to not let a capturing of one of their own sway that much of a decision.
Especially since it's probably not one of his people, he wouldn't be as worried.
Well, I assume since they work hand in hand, she could probably talk to him and get the information we want.
Maybe, but That's also if Chase and Queen are willing to use that.
Yeah, it's
for
all
that.
if, ands, or buts. Yeah.
Mhm. But look into what you can with what resources we have and what we can look into about Granger's facilities.
I can't go in fully and look at his brain.
Mm.
This isn't a sterile enough environment for me to do anything like that. We'd have to go like back to the hollow or something.
Right.
I don't want to do any kind of actual brain surgery in here.
If anything, if we get the access to the information we need, we can go back to a shop I know about. We'd have to retake it back over, but it's where I used to live. It was taken.
I'll definitely help out
and-
with that if need be.
Yeah. The Ripperdoc that used to live there obviously doesn't anymore. I won't go further into those details right now, but the place is sterile. They might have done stuff to it, but I know how to sterilize it further if
As
needed.
do I.
Since I worked with him on a lot of things. He was kind of the reason I'm alive.
Hell yeah, I'm.
So we have a
Good.
location we could use, and it's off the books. No one knows about it. So it's safe.
Ooh, wait, was it a? You said it was a Ripper Dog place?
It's a clinic.
I mean, this
Small,
is a bit of
but-
a side thing. We could, eventually, in the future, long term, could just set that up as a shop. Like how you have the butcher
Maybe,
shop.
yeah. But
That's a long
we have
time
to get
idea.
it back first.
Yeah.
I don't know what's become of it since then, but I presume they'd probably want to turn it around and use it themselves. It
Mhm.
was generating enough customers.
But that's all I had. Thank you for. Yeah.
Of course, just, again, keep an eye on him and keep us updated.
You've got it.
I can go to this spot.
I think I might head out early. I need to re-up my water. Maybe get a snack. Yeah. I think I'll duck in early for the night. But yeah. I gonna pop out. I will see you all this Friday, more than likely. Yeah. I might pop out. You'll take care. Goodbye.